The NBA playoffs are officially underway. We are now in the play-in section of the playoffs. Everyone loves the play-in tournament. I'm kidding. I don't know too many people that are obsessed with this.
Zero.
But we have NBA Finals odds to bet on right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of these teams are already locked in. And I want to go over the guys at the top, and then I want to ask each of us individually who we think the best value bets to win the finals are. I mean, we've done this the last couple years, and we've been pretty sharp on a lot of these picks. So, I mean, you were all over the Celtics last year. I mean, just
free.
Every day.
We happen to all be all over the Celtics once after like 2 series.
Yeah, I hate the Celtics.
will never
I'll
bet
Well, you were
the
betting
Celtics
for Luka,
ever.
not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Number one's the Thunder, plus 180. Kind of crazy for me to see Thunder at 1, plus 180 next to their name, given their playoff history, but I'm sure we'll get into that in a second. Boston Celtics, plus 190. Cavs, plus 480. Lakers, plus 1,600. And the Warriors, plus 2,200 to round out the top 5. Ryan, I want to start with you here. When you look at these odds, are any of the ones I listed good value bets, or are there ones below that you like even more?
I just want to throw out real quick, just for the public.
Throw it out.
The Nuggets being less favorites than the Warriors or the
It's crazy.
Knicks. I don't care.
Plus
if,
3,400.
I don't care if they have a 5-year-old coaching the team or no one coaching the team or anyone coaching the team. They have the best player in the world, and they've already been through all this. They've been through Western Conference Finals, been to a championship, they won a championship. That's a joke to me. I'm going to be betting that simply out of I'm betting the best player in the world. Like, there's really nothing to it.
Yeah.
Maybe he loses.
Luka?
Maybe they bet. That's an absurd statement. But yeah, I'm betting Nikola Jokic, best player in the world, 34-1. I think that's absurd having the best player in the world, and they could be anyone. There's no one that when they go on a court, I don't think it's a sweat for anyone to say, oh, they could beat this team. Like, there, no one's that. You know what I mean? No one's that good. I'm gonna be betting Boston plus 190 because they're in the Eastern Conference Finals 100%.
Yeah, it's them
and I
versus the
think
Cavs.
like 80% of the time they beat the Cavs. Maybe Donovan Mitchell goes crazy. I don't trust Donovan Mitchell when it comes. He's never been to a Western Conference Final, so I don't trust that. I'll also be betting. I have a fun bet. I'll bet on the Thunder I'm going to bet them every single day when the playoffs start till they win the NBA Finals. I'm going to bet $20 a day on the Thunder every single day of the entire NBA Finals for
be
6
expensive.
weeks. It's going to get really expensive
Until they win the championship.
until they win the championship. So
So you're going to be betting them for the next 44 years.
That's a bar.
That's fine.
No, for this year, so I don't go broke and you don't have me on record and I'm screwed. But yeah, I think I like the Thunder a lot. I think Thunder is the best team and they're gonna win. I just don't like their odds, but I just think they're so much better than everyone else. So.
Okay. Sit down for a little. I know Michael has his Logic Land over there. This will be.
I haven't been to Tylerland ever.
This is going to be Tyler Land. Yeah. These
get
odds
scared.
tell you everything you need to know about the NBA playoffs. The Celtics are plus 190. The Cavs, they just threw an honorable mention because they're going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals at plus 480. Unbettable line, throw it out. Cavs are never winning.
Done.
So Celtics are in the East. Celtics from the East are in the NBA championship.
Snap.
The Thunder at plus 180 is a sucker's bet.
Suckers bet.
Amen.
Suckers bet. This is
Amen.
the bet that people who don't watch basketball just like look at and they're like, oh, who's going to win MVP? The free throw merchant. Okay, what team is he
Crazy.
on? Is he the 1 seed?
Crazy.
Who are they going to play?
Crazy statement.
What?
Free throw merchant.
That's Shea
I mean,
Gilgeous-
you knew who I was talking about.
He's
shot.
going to be like the least free throw made attempt in the last like 10 MVPs.
I don't know what that statement
I-
just said.
Like everyone who wins
Gonna do it.
MVPs or gets a scoring title, he will have least free throws than like Kevin Durant, James Harden.
Well, I'll need to
Kobe,
quadruple check that because that doesn't feel right to me, but maybe it is. Anyways, the Thunder's a sucker bet. They can't get it done in the playoffs. I don't trust this team at all. They're extremely young. And let's be completely honest here for a second. SGA isn't one of the 2 best players in the West in the playoffs. He's just not. I mean, Jokic is the best player in the world. Luka Doncic and LeBron James in the playoffs are both so much better than SGA is. Luka is the clutchest player in the Western Conference by far, probably in the entire NBA. I mean, he took his team back-to-back Western Conference Finals, then to the championship. I mean, he hits game winner after game winner, and you have LeBron James, the best basketball player since the chosen one himself, Michael Jordan, was in the league, who's just perennially takes his team to the Western Conference Finals or the Finals, and now he has a squad to do it. So Thunder sucker bet. You can bet Celtics, but I don't love the odds there. And then who's sitting right back there, right behind? Los Angeles Lakers, 16-1. You get to take a triple: LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Mr. AR-15 himself. This is one of the best constructed
And
rosters
Action
in
Jackson.
NBA history. You throw in an Action Jackson.
An Action
You
Jackson.
throw
Rui
a little
Hachimura.
Rui
Rui
action.
Hachimura.
You're cooking it up. No, and the path honestly couldn't be easier. I mean, who's the 2 seed that the Lakers will have to go by if they win?
Rockets.
The Rockets. Where are the Rockets at? I don't know. You have to scroll by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
They
6
dead.
more teams as the 2 seed in the West. That tells you what the odds in that series is going to be. Cakewalk. We have to get through the Timberwolves, who aren't fantastic this year. Anthony Edwards will be fun to watch. I mean, there's 6 seed for a reason.
Ant's in stride right now.
No, Ant looks great, but they're not gonna be able to keep
for
up with the
40.
Lakers scoring.
Yeah.
And
He's
we're
gonna have
gonna
to
go.
go for
We get the Rockets
He
next
will.
round. So the Lakers are in the Western Conference Finals. I hope we get to play the Thunder, and we'll get to see how that one shakes
I hope
out.
we don't have to play the Thunder.
I hope we do. But yeah, Lakers are the bet always here. I don't hate what Ryan said, specifically because the Nuggets are on the weak side of the West against the Thunder. So it's very likely to see the best player in the West in Jokic, or the second best player behind Doncic, depending on how you want to line that up, go and just absolutely dominate a weaker SGA and then take his team to the Western Conference Finals where we get the rematch against the Lakers. So I don't hate the Nuggets, but I love the Lakers.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to keep this nice and simple here. I'm not going to do too much repeating, but I'm going to keep it simple. If you want to be a bitch, you're going to bet the Cleveland Cavaliers. And so that's just it. If you're going to be a bitch,
What?
you're going to bet the Cavs.
That's awesome.
And then
That's a
you know,
quote.
if we're going to do
I remember that
actual
t-shirt.
logic,
That might be the title of the video.
lawn chair, Black Bear, State Fair,
Ooh!
Lakers in 5.
Yeah, there we go, Mike. There we go,
Lakers in
Mike.
five.
There we
Lakers in
go,
five.
Mike.
Wait, say
That's
it
it.
again.
Lawn chair, Black Bear, State Fair, Lakers in
What does that
5.
have to do with the Timberwolves?
They did.
Bear.
They did them.
Where the Wolves at?
Yeah, where the
They with
wolves
the
at?
Bears.
Where the wolves at?
Gotcha.
Where the Wolves at?
Yeah, where the wolves at? Show
that
me,
right? Ain't
show
that
me
right?
that dog.
You ain't think through that. I came over down the fly.
Yeah.
I like it though. Lakers,
Yeah.
baby.
Lakers in
Mario.
5. Lakers in 5.
When you look at a weak Thunder team at the number 1, and then you
It's the
have
craziest thing.
a copycat superstar in Jason Tatum at the 2 spot, and then
my
a
God.
bitch team like the Cavs in the 3 spot,
Jesus
you're kind of
Christ.
forced to go to that 4 spot, aren't you?
You cut your hands held with the
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
You know
That's what you gotta do.
what are you supposed to do?
What
I
do you
see
do?
I see Luka and LeBron 16-1. Obviously that juice is incredible. I'm going to be drinking a lot of that juice.
Drink the juice.
Yes,
I'll drown
Lakers
in it.
16-1.
Shout out to the
Drown
juice.
in it.
You know, Lakers
Shout
got
out
the juice.
OJ.
Yeah.
Shout out OJ. Maybe not. Lakers
Orange
16-1
juice.
is a great line. Love that line. Specifically because of what Tyler said, I think we're going to be in the Western Conference Finals. So 16-1 for a team that just has to win 2 series. Love it.
Chalk.
Can't get enough of it.
Chalk.
I see why people would want to be like tempted to bet the Cavs because the
Bitches.
East is it's locked up. Cavs versus Celtics. Like I don't care. I don't believe in the Knicks. Sorry, you can't.
What do you
make
think
me
about the
do it.
Atlanta Hawks?
No,
Dead.
no chance.
Dead
I
to
know,
me.
I
might not
Dead
even
to
make
me.
So, are the Cavs going to be plus 480 head to head against the Celtics? I actually think you get better odds.
Plus 600.
Yeah. So I think you hold off.
The
That would be
Celtics.
absurd.
Against the Celtics. I mean, wait till 2 games, then you'll bet plus
Yeah.
1,000.
But you know, if you're from
Oh,
Cleveland, if you want an underdog to root for because no one likes the Celtics, then sure, sprinkle a little bit on the Cavs. But Celtics is probably the bet to do in the
If
East.
you're from Cleveland,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and you want an underdog, you don't take the Cavs at 4-1. You take the Lakers at 16-1 for your king. Your king has come to LA. If you want an underdog to root for, don't root for the Cavs. The Cavs are never going to win.
well, if you're
Yeah,
from
start
Cleveland,
bowing down,
you're a
bitches.
Lakers fan.
well, if you're from
Bet the
Cleveland,
Mavericks.
you're betting exact Lakers versus Cavs in the finals. That's
I mean, if the Lakers played the Cavs, I would take every dollar I own and put it on the Lakers. Not because I'm a Lakers fan, but if you think there's any world where LeBron would ever lose to Cleveland, you're out of this world. That's not the NBA scriptwriters don't think
Storyline.
like that.
storyline.
Burn the building.
Yeah, I
down
don't love
before.
OKC plus 180. I'm going to be honest here. I know Shea, everyone calls him a free throw merchant. And yes, he has shot the most free throws this year, whatever. But at the same time, he's phenomenal. He's amazing. He's a great scorer. But the thing I'm curious about going into these playoffs is, are the calls going to be the same? Is he going to be getting all these little ticky-tack fouls? that he-
18 from the line.
good
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
a good point.
What happens when he only shoots, say, 9 in a game instead of 18? All of a sudden, these close
50%.
games get a little bit. It's what?
It's 50%. 9 versus 18. That's 50% of
That's
the
good
points.
math, Mike.
I like that, Matt.
Anyways,
Like-
yeah, these games get a little sweatier for the Thunder, so I don't love that plus 180. The only team that could be interesting, I think, is Nuggets plus 34 to 1. And then the off chance that the one player in the world who does one skill better than any other player in any other sport, shooting a basketball, Steph Curry, if they just get hot from 3.
Yeah.
3 is more points than 2. Doesn't matter how many layups you score.
That's facts.
If they outshoot
That is
you,
a
No, the
factual
number-
they
statement.
will be in every
The
game.
number 3 is bigger. Yeah.
So,
Go 3.
Warriors, and they're going to have, a pretty easy series to start off with because I think what are they playing the Rockets round 1?
Who?
Warriors? I mean, they have to win the play-in.
No,
but
so yeah, it depends because if they win the play-in, their first game, then they go play the Rockets.
That's what-
if they
which
lose
I think they will.
and then win, they go and play
the Thunder.
the Thunder. Yeah.
So win. You need them to win.
Yeah.
Which they're going to beat the Grizzlies.
You don't think
You don't think Jaws...
Also, there's no way, real quick, I was just looking at the free throw numbers. There's no way he's going to have the least amount of free throws of any MVP in the last 10
Yeah, I was like,
years.
there's
There's
just
no way.
way.
That's true.
No,
He's leading the league in free throw attempts.
one of the league because it was James Harden at like 15, 2 of them, and then
Well, James Harden also was averaging like 12 assists with like 30. So, he was real MVP.
Do we?
like,
Does anyone here
Shea
actually
just
think
scores a lot.
SGA is the MVP?
No.
Does anyone think?
But
he
I think it's
deserves it?
close.
yes, I do. He
I think
almost led
Jokic-
his team to one of the best seasons ever, statistically speaking, and almost record wise.
Yeah, I
the
think
best record in the
Jokic
league. He's going to win the scoring title. He's better defensively than Jokic. Yeah, so
I don't think
I
either
don't
of
think
them are
that.
great, really defensively, to be honest. But
I think Shai's way better, like a mile ahead of Jokic defensively. Like, yeah, okay, well, we could talk. We can have another discussion on the players individually.
we'll have an MVP conversation.
Perfect.
I mean, yeah, this should be easy. But let us know what you think. Who's the best bet to win the NBA Finals? Because the Lakers, 16-1. I mean, if you're not saying Lakers, don't comment. But if you're saying Lakers, drop a comment right now.
Hold your tongue. Hold your tongue.
Lakers in 5.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
Lakers in
we'll see
5.
on the
What do
next
you mean by that?